Yo, what's up? This is High Tone, and I'm right here with Bootleg Kev. Make sure to check out that new episode. Ooh.
Before we start the interview, shout out ImperialExtraction.com, the best cultivators on the West Coast growing the world-class dank that won't break your bank, y'all. That's right, pre-rolls, flower, THCA, which means it can get delivered to wherever you are. Totally legal. Yes, 15% off your order. ImperialExtraction.com. Save 15% off right now. Look at that thing. Yeah. All right. Bootleg 15 is the promo code. Save 15%. ImperialExtraction.com. Let's get into the interview. All right, man. Yo, Bootleg Kev Podcast. We got a special. Look, I got your no lame shit in here, by the way.
Damn.
Bootleg Kev Podcast special guest, my guy, High Tone, is here.
Boom. What's up?
What's up? I just was on your podcast, the No Lames podcast.
You were.
How long have you been doing that?
Since January.
So, but it was already a podcast before you were officially a part of it.
Yeah. And I got new year, new things. They wanted to kind of like just bring in like some new talent, new hosts. And I've known Rocky since for 15 years, you know? So he's always told me, bro, try a podcast, and I'm like, dog, I just got so much on my plate that I didn't feel like I could do it alone.
Right.
You know, so just jumping on board with two homies, I felt more comfortable.
How's it been?
It's been cool. Learning experience. Like, I come into any situation I don't really know too much about, and I've just soaked the game up, dog. And
is it once a week? Thursdays?
Every Thursday, live on our YouTube channel. And yeah, I think the hardest part, bro, has just been juggling everything, dog. Because with the tatting and the music and, the things that I do, like setting another couple hours aside, bro, to do that at night, that's been the difficult thing for me.
Obviously you've always tattooed. Would you say, because we kind of talked about this a little bit, you kind of like, I wouldn't say you took all the way a step back from music, but I feel like you were a lot more active like 10 years ago maybe, right?
Yeah, I mean
you just put an EP out with Steels.
I've been consistent like yearly putting music out, but yeah, I mean, there was moments in my career where I would drop 3-4 albums a year.
No, I'm saying there was like a point in time where you were super pressing the gas.
Yeah, bro.
Would you say, is there something, because I feel like you got the itch again to like really go in like that, because I just saw you were shooting content with G Perico, and would you say that like, what would be the biggest inspiration that kind of, because you said we're going to talk about it on the air.
Yeah, so I mean, we were on the podcast and you were like, you're not like you didn't say it in
consistency.
You're not
as
really
consistent
active.
as most other artists.
Here's the thing. I have 20 albums out on Spotify. There's not too many artists that is even doing music right now, bro, that is in that category of consistency and dropping music. You can't sustain that and withhold that pressure for 20 years, dog, for 15 years. I mean, it's unheard of to, drop that much music. So when my foot was on the gas, bro, and I was dropping 3-4 albums a year, it was just a stage in my life, bro, where I felt like music was the only thing on my mind and that I could make money off of. And as I got older, bro, and realized the music game is pretty much trash when it comes to financially.
Yeah, you're really not going to make any music. Like the catalog's cool because, it accumulates and then you get that nice monthly residual. But like in terms of like what streams actually pay you.
You're not buying a crib. You're not buying.
For sure.
So as I got older, bro, I was like, man, like, I need to have my hands in different baskets to accumulate one big pot at the end of the month, dog. So that's when
most people should, like, I think every artist, no matter how big or small they are, should have that.
1,000%, dog. And that's what I'm getting to. Like, it may seem like I'm not as active musically, but I just figured out how to do multiple things at the same time. And when you do that, one thing's gonna slack a little bit,
right?
Whether that's tatting music. So I'm making music money, tattoo money.
Because you also like were slacking on the tattooing when you were full.
You're never ever gonna be 100% into one thing unless that's all you do, bro.
And then like the tattoo game for you is very, very.
It's lucrative.
It's lucrative, yeah, right.
Yeah,
like, and you're great at tats, dude. Like,
thank you, bro. And
like most people will be like, yeah, I tattoo, and I'd be like, but do you? But you fucking tattoo.
I came from some of the greats, bro. I was able to be molded and and really learn how to tattoo from the greatest out there, bro. And I mean, I don't take that for granted, and it was just another hustle, dog, to help me create music independently, bro.
Right.
I took that tat money and put it into rap money.
Right. Were you, did you have to go through like that whole, like, what do they call it when you're coming up as a tattoo artist?
Oh, you're the bitch of the shop.
What did they call it though?
Apprenticeship.
Yeah, apprenticeship. So you had to do all that.
Yeah.
Tattoo oranges and shit.
I mean, back then, dog, it wasn't even about the tatting. They wanted to run you through the mud and see if you would even survive in the game. Like, you're cleaning up piss and throw up from fools drinking. You're dealing with the drunks that come.
Right.
You're not learning how to tat right away.
Right. They just got to see how serious you are about wanting to be around it.
There it is.
Oh, and then maybe we'll teach you some shit.
There it is, right there. So
Yeah.
I went through the gutter, dog.
Would you say your specialty is like black and white?
Black and gray, realistic.
Or black? Okay, yeah.
You know, it's a big form of art now, bro. You could see everyone doing it, dog. But you know, from learning back then to learning nowadays, dog, kids got internet, kids got Instagram, kids got TikTok, bro. You can sit there, buy your shit, and be in your kitchen and learn how to tat in a couple months, dog.
Yeah,
like,
just people pull up because they found you on TikTok.
it's so different, bro. Back then, there was tattoo conventions.
For
That's
sure.
the
I mean,
only way you would get noticed.
Well, they still are.
They're coming back.
Yeah, there's still those. Yeah,
They're coming back.
because my boy just performed at one.
Yeah, they are coming back, but it kind of was a dying kind of event, you know, for the last like 8 years, bro.
Right.
You know, Instagram came over and was like, bro, that's your portfolio now. Before, dog, when I was dropping my original first mixtapes, me and Nipsey would be doing the same thing, dog. We'd hit a tattoo convention. He'd have homies, put mixtapes in his backpack. I'd have homies, put mixtapes in my backpack. And we were like the only rappers in that scene, dog. Actually, every booth you would see a Nip Hustle and a High Tone mixtape on every single tattoo booth out there. Like, it was the start. It was groundwork hustle.
You said lower his mic a little? Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, it's crazy too because like that world is like super, it's like a niche world. But dude, there's money in that shit. Like, I've had homies who've like made good money just, you know, once or twice a year. They're going to do their tour, but they're also going to do some tattoo convention in some random city and pick up a bag.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts of just like when you first got in to now? Because I feel like you, with the people you would work with, some of the artists that you would be around, and shout out to Steels too, who's been killing it as a producer. I mean, that's how I found him through you.
Yeah.
But I always felt like you were a dope rapper who just happened to be Latino. And it feels like nowadays, like that is a positive when it comes to like how the music business perceives artists, because it feels like being a Mexican artist is hot right now, quote unquote. The scene is growing a ton. What is your perspective on what it was like getting into the game when you did to just kind of seeing where we are now in 2024?
It didn't exist really, bro. Like there, you know, you had your groups, or you know, your groups that were like Latino based, or you know, your Cypress Hills, your Lighter Shade of Browns, your things like that. But
and then there was the other end, which was like, you know, like high power records.
Well, then you got, you know, your Little Robs,
Right.
your Capones, things like that. Yes. The industry didn't know how to break a non-Chicano rapper.
Right.
That wasn't from a hood, wasn't rapping gang shit. Like, there was no real market for that, dog.
I mean, even as recent as Cap G, Atlantic Records had no idea what to do with Cap G.
He was the first of its kind, bro. And you know, he even had people like Pharrell, like co-signing, and had
Records
a lot of
Uzi, you know,
bro. Like he was crossing that bridge. Sure. Even though Atlanta's a little different, you know, or a lot different than Southern Cali or LA, bro. Like different politics, different situations, but the industry did not know what to do with it, bro.
Right.
And it was an uphill battle for me, dog. Like I fought that every single day of my life, dog. I mean, I've had meetings with No ID, bro. I had people that were really, 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 really fans of what I was doing. And even then, bro, being that much of an influential producer, you know, someone like No ID, like there was no game plan for it, bro.
It's like, we just don't know what to do with it.
We just don't. Like, we don't know.
Yeah.
You know, and then it gradually, I think it just, social media, bro, and just like, there's a ton of Mexicans out here, dog, and talented ones. So I think it was just about the world being able to see there was not just a certain type of Mexican that the movies portray.
Right.
Every character in a movie is going to be a similar character.
Yep.
Like, we had that stamp on us.
What's the name of the actor? What's the name of that actor who plays?
Oh, he plays in every
typecasted dude, the bald dude. He's in Fast and Furious and I forget Hector.
It's Hector, yeah. He's Hector in every movie.
He's Hector in every movie, yeah.
Yeah, so that was that thing that it was like we had a hole that was created for us to try to dig out of. And I think it's kind of here now, bro. Like,
also, like, when we're talking about, like, the fastest growing population in the country, if we're talking about, like, you know, I think, too, like, the younger generation of Chicanos or Mexican population, they also, like, they grew up, like now they're growing up listening to everybody, right? And so I think they're, like, I feel like back in the day, like, you know, there wasn't, for whatever reason, it was just hard to have certain artists get embraced by that community. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was like, I just feel like nowadays, like, people are showing up, showing out. Like, there's a
wave, dog.
It's a wave, and it's like an infrastructure where you have, like, blogs that are big. You have Food Community. You got Food's Gone Wild, and you know, even on the corrido shit, like, that shit taken off, and I think 4 of the top 5 streaming Latin artists are Bad Bunny's one of them. The other 4 are Mexican artists.
Yeah, Peso probably.
Peso Pluma, Fuerza Regida, Junior H, and I forget the other one. But it just shows you, like, yo, it almost like on a grand scale, world scale. Like, reggaeton was the most consumed Spanish music, even in Mexico at times, right? So it's like, now it's like, okay, well, you know, now you got these groups that are doing traditional corrido shit, but they look like rappers.
Yeah. Bro,
so the young kids are embracing that shit, and they're like, this shit's dope.
If you can make people want to look like you, bro, you're already on the right path.
For sure.
You know, the image is everything, bro. Like, it used to be traditional, the boots and the button-ups, and it was like some different type. Now, bro, you wouldn't know if he's a rapper.
For sure. Or for sure.
You know, in that genre of music, like.
Right. For you, being, like, where you're from, like, obviously Rowdy Rax has been doing this thing. Just the whole SGV is, I feel like, having a moment. You know, Lefty, yourself. We just had Rowdy Rax up here not long ago. You have you guys put a dope record out too, or it's no? It's coming. Or no. I've heard it. You sent it to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute. No, you texted me that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I was supposed to say that. But
you're good. Yeah, that's coming out in the next 3-4 weeks. I got 5 albums done. I worked all last year for this year.
So when are you working with Steel? I mean, you just dropped an EP with Steels, but are you kind of keeping it like the same team as that we've kind of known you to be with?
Everyone
for the new
knows,
stuff?
yeah. When it comes to producing, typically Steels is producing 99% of my shit just because we're brothers, dog. Like, we don't gotta go in there and, hey, what do you? Nah, bro. This how I'm feeling. Boom. This how it's gonna feel. Like. It's plug and play with us.
Is everything gonna be solo stuff, or is it any other collab stuff? Because
I got a couple. You know, I'm down to continue like collaborating with people.
No, when I say like collab project, like if you just dropped the collab EP.
I could drop the collab EP, Steels and Young Al B. But there's not no other with another artist, bro. Right. Just. You know?
And you were just with G Perico. Was it in Palm Springs?
Yeah, bro. We got this crazy Airbnb. Fucking me, Steels, LB. Just, it was for Steels' birthday, and it was dope because we got to hang out, bro, outside of the industry, dog. Right. You get to really
some homie shit.
You get to just talk, bro.
Right. Like, we're not here for anything except just to kick it.
Just hang out, bro. Yeah. And you get to really know what people are on, dog. Like, some of us have the same issues, complaints, same problems, same, you just don't get that when you're in the studio trying to cut records.
Right.
And I mean, I think that should be a little bit more done more often with artists, bro. Everything just seems to be work.
You know what, though? I think it takes a guy like Steels to bring people together.
Yeah.
Hey, he's a producer for a lot of people. Hey, I'm doing a birthday shit thing. I'm going to bring...
Yeah, he brought Yellow.
That's what I mean. It's like, you kind of need a catalyst to... Sometimes, like, rappers aren't going to just hang out on their own for the most part.
It's just weird, bro. It's because it's always like some weird
it's some
inner competition ego,
thing, and it's like, dude, it's not that serious.
Like, bro,
so people like steals are needed.
Yeah, 1,000%,
100%. So you have 5 albums done. And so what's the plan?
Here's the thing, bro. Now in my career, I get to do whatever the fuck I want, dog.
Are you going straight distro kid, TuneCore?
I'm still with Empire.
Okay.
I got a distro with them. I'm not in Recoup. Don't owe them no money. So it's pretty much just like a distro.
Yeah, you're like one of the OG Empire guys, too.
Yeah, I would assume. I mean, I brought that Tory Lanez record to them when they were
What was that, 2014?
Yeah, 2014, 15. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just with them because we've done a lot of business, broke a lot of bread. It's super cut and dry, dog. Like when I want to drop something, they drop it, and if it does numbers and I need support, I can always ask them for support, dog.
Right.
That's what I've earned with them, though. You know, when you go to Distro Kid, when you go to...
You got Gentry over there, which doesn't hurt.
Gentry is, he, managed me for some time and still manages Steel. So everything's still there.
Right.
The thing is I don't have the pressure no more, dog.
Right. Like I'm doing this because I want to do it.
Because I love it.
Yeah.
And when I don't do it, there's an empty piece in me that's missing, dog. And that will affect my, being a brother, being a husband, being a friend. Like, something in me when I'm not doing music, I'm just not a happy person.
Right.
And it doesn't need to be, I need to be the biggest artist in the world anymore, dog. Like, I'm doing it for the reasons because I just want to now, bro, and enjoy it.
Explain to me your fitness journey, because you've gotten like fucking, you're in good shape now.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you were never like a fat guy,
But it's crazy because you don't think you're sloppy until you have something to compare yourself with.
Right.
You get me? Hey, this car looks clean, but then when you wash the car next to it, it looks dirty.
Right.
So it's all I did, bro. I was sitting here like, man, I'm getting older, bro. I have the things that, a lot of people wish and dream for, dog. Like, I want to be healthy too, bro. You know what I'm saying? And my boy Triple OG was just like, dog, like, you got everything, dog. Like, you just need to get yourself right.
Right.
Take some time for you, Tone. Like, everything is always about business or this or... Take care of yourself because that's your vessel, dog. And I think that's what everyone misses here, bro, is like, no matter, dog, if you get a Lamborghini tomorrow, dog, you got to service it, bro. The oil, the tires, things got to change, bro, or else it's going to fall to shit.
Right.
Doesn't matter how expensive it is or what you got, it will fall apart if you don't take care of it.
Yeah.
So when he put that in my brain, dog, I was like, all right, bro, I'm going to try this, dog. I've tried everything else in my life. Like, let me try to, like, get, like, in shape.
Right.
Because I was always one of them fools like, hey, bro, I don't really do this to get in shape, dog. I just want to feel good. Like, but when you start to see the change, your whole entire life changes, dog. Like your confidence, everything around you starts to get better.
Yeah, I feel like people will attempt to get into shape, and it's usually the people who see the results who stick with it, or at least they start it long enough to see the results. Because once you start seeing results, it becomes like maybe a little addictive, right?
Addiction, bro, 1,000%.
And so it's like, but most people
don't make it to that point.
Exactly, they're not disciplined enough to realize like Rome wasn't built in one day. And I think with fitness and even a diet, dude, to me, because the hardest thing is the diet,
eating,
right? And so it's like, if you could just stick with a diet for like 90 days, a month.
If you just do it for 30, dog, you're going to see it.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's anything though in this life,
like I've lost 30 pounds since probably May.
Wow.
Just doing keto. And I work out every day. And like I'm like getting like defined and getting a little, I'm like fucking working out every day.
But you begin to enjoy it.
But it's funny too, because then I also like psych myself out because I see the results and I'm like, damn, I'm kind of getting like defined and like, but I'm like, fuck, I still got a little bit of that belly still hanging, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like last night I was in my garage, like, cause I have a full little gym at the crib. I was in my garage, like lifting weights in the mirror, and I bent over to pick up a weight, and I looked over, I saw my belly, and I was like, fuck.
The hardest part. I got
more shit. I got more work to do.
Yeah.
And then I was like, damn, like, because I don't eat sugar anymore, or carbs.
Yeah.
But I do drink a ton of energy drinks.
Okay.
And I drink. I have like at least 5 Diet Cokes a week.
Okay.
But I feel like when I'm looking at my belly, I'm like, man, maybe I just need to go straight water, dog, for like 6 months. Like, so I got to stop fucking with these energy drinks, and maybe I just need to just do water. I'm like, that belly shit bothers me because I'm like, damn, I've been doing so good.
Yeah, you're all.
And I'm like, I'm getting a lot stronger, like, but it's always, there's always work to be done. So what did you do? I mean, obviously you changed your diet, right? Mm-hmm. But then the Triple OG guy who I got to meet, he's got a big fitness page.
Yeah.
He's like in the backyard doing burpees in the dirt and shit. Like, don't be a fucking pussy.
Yelling at you, bro.
And so what was like your regimen that you started to do that like...
It's not even the workout, dog. It's back to the diet, fool. It's that if you can cut out, you're already cutting the sugar out, the carbs out. It's the fats with it too, and the amount of protein that you're getting. It's a science, dog. Like once he broke it down to me, everyone always goes, dog, I don't want to go on a diet because I don't want to lose my strength. Well, bro, the minute you go on a diet and lose your body fat is then when you could start becoming to look really lean.
For sure.
You know? So it was just about cutting out my fat, dog. Right. Like I went from probably 24% body fat to 5.4%.
And that was you, like you were still being able to eat carbs though, like brown rice or...
Very little.
But very little.
You're talking about maybe a cup a day.
Right. And so from there you would high protein,
low calorie, low carb,
lean
low
foods.
fat, done, bro.
Yeah.
No sugar. It's that simple, bro.
And then what about your work? Like how many days do you work out?
I'm working 5-6 days a week, and it's really just high intensity, low weight, high rep, bro. Like none of this. I'm the strongest in the gym, bro. None of that, bro. Just your heart needs to keep.
Yeah, you got to keep your heart rate going,
bro.
For sure. Like I always will do. Like if I'm working out, I'll do jump rope in between each set because I'm in my garage, so I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it doesn't. You're not in the gym.
Yeah, I'm not in the gym. Like hold on, guys. So like in my garage, I'm just killing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and I see you do burpees and all that.
Yeah. So it's like if you're doing curls, bro, do your curls, and that 30-second break, dog, do burpees, do push-ups, do sit-ups, do jump
Just keep
rope,
your heart rate going, and then really, if you do that, you really need to do 30 minutes.
And if you can do that cardio, because that's cardio.
If you can do that 30 minutes straight and keep your fucking heart rate that high for 30 minutes,
bro,
there's no excuse. You got the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. All right, guys, let's stop the interview for a second. Football season is upon us. It's my favorite time of the year. That means we get to gamble on MyBookie on our favorite football teams. And the best part about MyBookie is now you can do the parlays and cash out early. Let's say you do a 3-leg parlay, 2 of the 3 hit. You get to cash out early. I just did this too. Because, I also like to gamble on a little baseball. But NFL season is approaching, man. And look, this is what it is. It's not only having such a great time winning that extra money, it just makes you pay attention to the games more, man. I love throwing a little something, a little action, man. Week 1 is coming. Preseason NFL is coming. There's so much. And I'm going to tell you this, my promo code right now, use that promo code BOOTLEG at mybookie.ag. That's mybookie.ag. Sign up with a new account. Promo code BOOTLEG. You're going to lock in that welcome bonus. That's going to get all the way up to $1,000. Yes. If you put in $1,000, it's going to get you that bonus up to $1,000, free money to bet with. And let me just tell y'all, I am hammering the Arizona Cardinals over total wins for this season. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm also putting a little, I was just having a conversation with my boy about this. Now, I'm not a handicapper, but I'm going to tell you what I like. MyBookie.ag, promo code BOOTLEG. Get that first deposit bonus right now. I'm going to tell you what I like, though. I like 3 teams throw a little something on just to win the Super Bowl this year. I'm going to go with, these are 3, you decent odds. The Jets, because everyone's off the Jets right now. Just saying. The Texans, great odds on the Texans. And the Bengals. 3 AFC teams, throw a little something on each one of them, win the Super Bowl, thank me later. I got a feeling one of those 3 might make it. We'll see. MyBookie.ag, promo code BOOTLEG, man. Let's get ready for this football season together. Oh, I'm so excited. Also want to give a shout out, speaking of being excited, BlueChew. That's right, man. It's that time, all right? Fellas, if you're dealing with erectile dysfunction of any sort, maybe you're stressed out, maybe you're tired of your girl, you just need to get it up for a little bit. Whatever it is, go to we just talked about MyBookie. Go to BlueChew, BlueChew.com. Get your dick right, fellas. Yes, if your Johnson is not Johnsoning, that's an interesting way to put it. Don't trip. BlueChew's got you. It's got the same active ingredient as Viagra and Cialis in a chewable form. Best part about it, 0 doctor's appointments involved. Yes, that means you go to the website, BlueChew.com, you put that promo code in, Bootleg, because you're going to get a month's supply for free with the promo code Bootleg at BlueChew.com, a whole month for free to see just for yourself what I'm talking about, because it definitely works. And then you just handle everything online. There's no awkward doctor's appointments. And then it's delivered to your house in discreet packaging. And then you look, your dick's going to get much harder than it's ever been. So let's just be clear. That Blue Chew be hitting, all right? So look, go to BlueChew.com, promo code Bootleg, get a month supply for free. Only got to is pay $5 shipping, all right? That's it. All right, let's get back to the interview, though. So when are you going to start? Obviously, you said in a few weeks you're going to drop the record with Rowdy. Like, when are you going to start rolling out some of the new stuff?
So I just rolled out the last project with Albie and Stills. I'm going to wait about 3-4 weeks, dog. Drop the Rowdy single. Drop this project off of the Rowdy single. And then boom.
Nah, that Rowdy's dope, dude.
Oh yeah, bro.
He's special.
Very, very talented.
Yeah,
man, bro. And not only just the rapping, bro. He's a very smart, humble, and intelligent person. When
100%.
we got him on our podcast, you can just tell, bro.
No, when we had him on the show, I don't know what to think of the guy. You know, I just liked him as I heard the record he had with Drex and the record he had with Sugar Free, and I was like, I like the way this dude raps. Like, he's fire. But then talking to him, I was like, oh, this dude's like you said, he's like he's got a really great career ahead of him.
He does, bro, and good people around him, bro.
For sure.
You know, he's got Ocho, bro. He's got his his team. You know, Triple OG is from that same cloth and same hood. Like, there's a lot of good people that you could look up to, bro. That's the difference. That's how people are gonna excel and go to the next level. Who's around you?
Right.
Who's helping you navigate through this fucked up bullshit, bro?
Would you say that because you're kind of an OG now?
Yeah.
I feel like it's like you and YBE out there are like the OGs of the
SGV.
Yeah. Do you feel that?
I mean, I do because of how I move around my city, dog.
Right.
It's not about age, bro, because I know 45-year-olds that look 25,
and
dog.
You know, for sure.
And I know 25s
Who are
that look
fucking
45-year-olds.
for sure.
Like, it's about how you move and what have you been putting out, dog. I got multiple businesses in the city. I've employed kids that were going to college. I've done it all there. So when you think of High Tone, you think about OG because of what I've done in the city.
Right.
You know, and that's what I consider an OG to me. Like,
for sure.
Someone that's just paved the way.
Bro, I'm 37 and there are people who I'm their OG, but they're like 10 years older than
because they're learning something from you.
Sure.
You brought something else.
For sure.
You know, so whoever's listening, dog, a OG ain't age, dog. It's about the wisdom you have, who you surrounded yourself with, and what accolades you have that keep your name and last name strong, dog. It ain't how dope you rap. It ain't, bro, it's what does that last name hold?
Right.
When you're gone, bro, what are they going to say about you?
Right.
You know?
Yo, you were one of the earlier artists I remember being pretty vulnerable on records when it came to like your addiction with pills.
Yeah, depression, pills,
and mental health and all that.
No one was doing that, dog.
Nobody was doing that. And like fast forward to 2024 and like the issues that you were dealing with have become obviously a fucking nationwide
worldwide
pandemic,
issues, yeah.
Right? Like this is like kind of like the fuck COVID. Like that's the real pandemic of our time is fucking opiates, you know? And so I wonder just for you, like, is it, I mean, obviously you stopped doing drugs at the right time because fentanyl.
Oh, yeah.
Fentanyl hadn't hit yet.
I probably, yeah. The amount of drugs, bro, that I've done in my life, bro, like if the fentanyl, you know, epidemic was then, bro, it would be a 50. Like it's
like you're playing roulette with your life every time. Right?
And even still to this day, bro, like ain't nobody perfect, dog. There's times where you know you fall back into some of the things you said you were never gonna do, dog. And it's just Russian roulette right now, dog.
Yeah, for sure. I was gonna say for you though, like, do you feel like you know, like you said, you were kind of one of the first artists that I remember kind of talking about that outwardly. Is any of the new music kind of touch on any of that? And I'm sure you've dealt with people close to you maybe losing their life or being wrapped up in what's going on right now.
Yeah, I mean, I have a sister that's, you know, in and out of addiction, you know, rehabs, things like that. I mean, I've had family members, I've had homies that OD, like,
I feel like everyone has now, right?
It's very more common than it was back in the day, dog. You know,
sure.
it just is, bro. I don't know why that is, but you know, it's just. I mean, I touch on it all the time, bro. I even touch on it when I say, man, I'm doing this and I know I'm not supposed to, dog. Like, that's how real and honest I am with my music.
Right.
Like, homie, like, I still fuck up.
Right.
I still do things that I shouldn't be doing, dog. Like, I still fall back into my old ways, bro. But that's life, dog.
For sure. Nobody's perfect.
Ain't nobody perfect, dog. And I hate to, like, you know, say, hey, bro, I did that in 2016. And I stopped and I never did it again, bro. That's just not going to be it.
Right.
It's something in me, bro. Like, you know, Pops was an alcoholic, bro. Like, it's sometimes just in you, bro. Mm-hmm. And thank God I'm not the type of person that gets easily addicted to things. And I know that when something gets a hold of me, dog, it could be as simple as this. And I do this every month, dog. Something that I feel that is taking control of me, I nip it in the bud and say, you're not doing that for a whole month. So it could be it could be porn, dog.
Right.
I can be like, hey, dog, like,
I watched a lot of porn this week.
I'm watching too much porn. Like, what's something's not right.
Sure.
It's too much.
And people don't want to admit that's a thing that could affect it could affect your relationship.
1,000%. So then I'll sit here and go, okay, I'm doing this a little too much, dog. Tone, you're not even allowed to do that for 30 days.
Yeah.
And when you start like building your life around that way, like it could be, hey, coffee don't control me either, dog. I'm not gonna have an energy drink for 5 days, dog. Like you challenge your mind every week, dog, with something that you think's controlling you.
Yeah.
And if you can like master that, your life will be a lot easier, bro, because there's nothing that's gonna control you. Nothing.
Real.
You're like training your own problems. Like,
and it's almost also, even if you feel like you're going down a certain path, like mentally, like figure out, like try to be self-aware enough to know.
Well, that's the start of everything, dog. If you actually sit here and go, I have a problem, that's the number one start to everything. Yeah. It's being honest with yourself.
Holding yourself accountable.
There you go.
Yeah. Because
there you go.
As you know, most people who are bad with drugs, family members get frustrated because you're telling them, but it doesn't matter if they are not acknowledging it themselves. You know what I mean? Like you're just talking to a fucking brick wall at that point, you know?
They will never get help, bro, unless they want it.
How was getting married and how has being married changed your life?
I mean, I've been with her, 18, 19 years. We were together.
Yeah, but when you put a ring on that thing, it changes things. Because then once you guys get... Because look, man, I've been in relationships... A specific relationship where we were married for a very long time, and then motherfuckers would fight, and then, well, once you fight, you can leave, you know? go fuck off. Now, once you're married, it's like, well, we can't go nowhere.
Well, yeah, and you're not really gonna go nowhere. You could say, you know, but I think it just holds you be way more responsible, bro. Like you think about, hey, bro, this isn't just my chick, this ain't my lady, it's my wife, dog. So with that word, husband and wife come with a lot more responsibility. Doesn't mean it's gonna be pretty and easy, dog. Course. You know,
it never is. Marriage is marriage is one of the hardest things in the world.
I think you're absolutely right, dog.
And people don't understand it. And the thing is it's supposed to be hard. Hey, you making it as a musician was hard, right? Yeah. Anything that's worth it is hard. Yeah. It's not supposed to be easy, dog. Like at the end of the day, like it is what it is. Like,
but I trip out on that, like you just said, like. The fools that I look up to and the fools that I get a lot of my wisdom from are homies that are married, dog, that have been with their ladies 15 years married.
Right.
Why do you look up to older people because they know what you're about to enter and what you're going to go through? They've already been there and did that.
For sure.
And it's most of the time it's a married couple because they've learned so much during that time, bro. And it took a lot of fight to stay together, bro.
Right.
Because this world nowadays, dog, I see a girl on Instagram. She's at dinner, on a trip. 3 days later, you know, the pictures are deleted. She's on a new trip. Like, you're talking recycling all day long. This is just the new generation, bro.
Oh, yeah, it'd be tough, dude. If I wasn't with my wife right now, I don't even know the amount of, like, just fuck shit I would be participating in. It'd be terrible, honestly.
You know,
and like that kind of shit feels like it's like low hanging fruit shit. Like it's cool, but it's like I can only imagine with the shallow brained women that our generation is producing, and I do mean that with all due respect. Not all women are shallow brained, but
not all.
A lot that the algorithm feeds you.
Yeah,
you're like, there's no way every bitch has a BBL, but if you,
but that's what it looks like.
You're like, Jesus. Damn, how do these girls get money to go on all these trips? Oh, they're all just glorified prostitutes.
Bro, glorified, bro.
It's like you're a prostitute, you just don't want to say it, and that's fine.
Yeah, it's just, it's not in your bio yet.
Yeah, but like you're a prostitute, and it's okay.
Yeah.
But that's what you're doing.
Bro, it's the music. Bro, it's the way the world is working right now. It's unbelievable, dog.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable, bro. It starts from the music, the movies, like, and you can't get away from it, dog, because we knew what we were watching as kids, but you realize why things are going the way they are.
But you know what? When we were younger, it was a lot easier to turn it off, right?
Bro, you didn't have a cell phone like this.
That's what I mean. Now you can't turn it off. Like I just saw you posted that you turned your phone off yesterday.
For the first time in my whole life, like that, for real.
How was that? It was for 24 hours.
Yeah, I literally text Steels on the way here. I said, hey, homie, have you ever tried that? He's like, nah, but I was disgusted with my phone last night, too. I'm like, bro, for some reason, when I opened up the gram in the morning, and I don't know if it was because I had drank the night before or I was a little hung, it was disgusting to me, dog. And it was like the weirdest thing that every 5 minutes in the movie, I would go and look at nothing. But I'm so trained to just go like this.
My wife tells me I do that shit all the time.
And it was like, bro, shut it off. I put it under the pillow, bro, and I like.
And if you really just look at your screen time every day, like that shit will really make you be like, fuck. Like I spend more time looking at this than I do anything else in my life.
That's sad, bro.
But it's just
how could you get away from it exactly?
Yeah, it's crazy, but it is an addiction. The algorithm, the swiping. Like, I'm bored. I'm just going to open Instagram because that's what I do when I'm bored. And
just go like this.
Yeah. Or Twitter, or whatever
it is. Yeah, well, Twitter, you can barely go on that anymore.
Twitter's wild, man. Twitter's a wild place. I had to unfollow all the porn stars because my Twitter, I could never open it in front of my wife.
No, it's your suggested feed is straight porn.
What? Mine isn't anymore.
Mine still is.
But dude, I used to get to the point where I would open my Twitter, like I'd open up my laptop and I'd open Twitter, and I was like, I can't open Twitter in front of my wife because she's gonna judge me because it's just bitches getting fucked all over my feed.
Bro, this happened to me last night. I'm tripped the fuck out. So we got lit. She left her phone in the car and went upstairs and fell asleep.
Right.
And we had an early day, movies, we started drinking, whatever. We were home early, 8 o'clock. She had woken up about midnight and she was fumbling around for her phone.
Right.
I'm knocked the fuck out. She gets my phone to call her phone, opens it up, and I had just so happened to have Twitter on when she had knocked out. So it's wide open, dog. So she was like, babe, wake up. I need to find my phone, whatever. And then she found her phone, and right when she settled back down, she goes, and why do you have all kind of porn on Twitter? I knew you were a creep.
Bro, I remember one time I was out of town. I was in Miami. And you know, my wife she doesn't go through my phone.
Same.
But she went on my, I don't know, she was tripping at the time. It was one of them times.
Yeah, it just happened, yeah.
And so from wherever we were, she either went on my Twitter and looked at who I was following. Yeah, it was my Twitter. And she saw I was following like hundreds of porn stars. And she was like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, who are you? And I was like, yo, you got to understand, like, I've probably been following most of those accounts for like 10 years. And like, you know, when you get a Twitter, you just follow all the porn bitches. Like, you know, so I had to go through and cleanse all of my... And
I gotta do that, bro.
No, Twitter's fucking wild, bro.
I gotta do that, bro.
Yeah. And then the other thing is like getting in the habit of like, when you're on Instagram, like, dude, Instagram's starting to feed you wild shit. Even if you're not following them, like, dude, you've seen like they're pushing porn pages on you on IG, like bitches with their camel toe. I'm like,
yes,
and I'm blocking that
now
shit.
There's nipples now.
Dude,
they
it's crazy.
Do it all.
It's crazy. And I'm like, yo, I don't even follow those. Like, if you look at my explore. It used to be
just women.
that's it,
women.
but now it's literally cars, podcasts,
sports.
wrestling. No bitches. Like it's no bitches, but it used to be nothing but bitches.
So you can actually like cleanse your algorithm.
I've done it, yeah.
So that means deleting,
Unfollowing hella
and starting to
whores.
like the things you really want to see.
And you just got to stop following these bitches, dog. It's tough. But like, you got to stop following these bitches, man. Like at the end of the day, you don't want to double tap. You want to double tap, but you can't, man. Like
I'm legendary for double tapping.
I bet, but you can't. Cause then this is what the algorithm feeds you. Bro, I'm telling you, my For You was only whores for like a decade. And now it's just, whatever.
Bro, you're on a good path right now, bro.
Dog, yeah. So it's like now it's like my Twitter's like that too. So my Twitter's like news shit, sports, news, fucking the far left and the far right at this point. Like, fuck, when I'm on Twitter, I'm like, Jesus. I just feel like I'm
wild,
in. Yeah, but I don't see porn really on Twitter anymore.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little.
The thing is like
cleansing, bro.
Yeah, you got to, man. You got to.
I'll start on my Twitter.
Yeah, that's the place to start. Twitter's fucked for sure.
Okay, all right, I'll start.
Hey, we're about to kick off another interview brought to you by Hardin. That's right. If you're in Vegas, it's the #1 dispensary in the country, the craziest selection of premium cannabis. And all you got to do is shoot them a follow, Hardin_Las Vegas, HardinLasVegas.com. When you're in Vegas, tell them I sent you. Hey, real quick, want to tell you about our family at Odd Socks, baby. That's right. They've been our longest running sponsor. They're our family. They make the most comfortable socks in the world. Whatever you're into, man, you see the Scarface. Guy got Coca-Cola, Street Fighter, SpongeBob. These are SpongeBob underwear. By the way, their boxers are so comfortable, y'all. Like, listen. I need y'all to save 20% off at checkout right now. Just go to oddsocksofficial.com. Use that promo code BOOTLEG. ASAP. Get you some draws. Get you the most comfortable socks in the world. Ghostbusters, Funyuns, whatever you need, they got it. Oddsocksofficial.com. Promo code BOOTLEG. Save 20% off. Let's jump back into this interview. So for people who like, do you have a tattoo shop or do you tattoo at appointment only? Like, what do you do?
It's appointment only, bro. We have our shoe store and clothing store in the front, and then we have 2 private studios in the back. I've been with my boy King Lazy for damn near a decade now. Okay. We've been working together. He has his own room. I have mine. He could watch what he wants. I could listen to what I want. Our clients are separate.
What kind of, is it like a consignment sneaker shop or?
Kind of everything. Yeah, we do all the consignment, buy, sell, trade. It used to just be all TFC for about 7 years, dog, was just my brand in there.
Right.
After COVID, I went to online only. Made it a lot easier for me, dog,
Yeah, I noticed there's a guy from Glendale named Armin. He's an Armenian rapper, and he had a store in a line, but he was like, after COVID, he was like, we still have our stuff here, but like we want to start selling sneakers. We got to expand the business a little bit, because there's only so much you could do with your fans.
Facts. And luckily, bro, I was able to create something that didn't really people know my brand from my music, a lot of it, but then there's people that
just know your brand.
Don't even like rap that have the pyramid tatted on them.
Right.
Because of what it stands for. Like, I was able to create something that's bigger than rap, bigger than high tone, bigger than the SGV, bigger than it's a state of mind, bro.
What you working with Tory? What was that like? And what are your? I mean, I still don't think we know exactly what happened that night with him, but I had a good relationship with Tory. Still do. I talked to him while he was in jail.
Wow.
I don't know, maybe 3 months ago.
Sad.
I know him to be a good guy.
Yeah.
But you were working with him pretty. I mean, he's in. For people who don't know, he's a fucking quadruple OG. But that was around the time it started to kind of turn for him commercially.
Yeah, he did that record on that YG album. Mm-hmm. And I mean, we caught him just at the perfect time, bro. Like even when we were going to radio, because I went to radio with that record, bro, and it wasn't like having a crazy big, like, people weren't like, oh, we're playing this record because you got like, fairly new, bro.
No, he was new.
You know, like
sure.
he was almost like two new artists on the same record.
Right.
You know,
were you on the road with Brian Sampson at all?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I went in and out of fucking dog. Damn, bro.
What was it like being on the road with that fat Filipino fuck?
Yeah. There was some, you know, there were some good times.
Brian manages my radio show. So.
I have a bad taste when it comes to radio, dog. I've lost a shit ton of money? Independent money, dog. Yeah. Like you're talking
chasing radio because you think
100,000, you know, 6-figure cash, bro. That I've with my own money, no label, no nothing.
About
bro.
radio, right? Is a couple of things. One, if you're independent, don't worry about it.
Don't even try it.
It's expensive. 2, it is the final step
of your career.
No, it's the final step of like let's say you got a record and it starts to go crazy on TikTok and starts to stream. Yeah. The last thing you worry about in that equation is radio. It's the very last thing. It is a very competitive business. You are competing in every whatever market station it is. You're competing for a spot on that playlist with whoever is hot at the time. And it is an important step in the process if you want to be a superstar. If you want a number 1 on Billboard, you got to have radio play. But it is not necessary. And if you're an independent artist, if someone tries to crack you upside the head for $30,000 to work a record or radio, take that $30,000 and shoot fucking 20 music videos.
Yes. Amen, bro.
Do literally anything else.
Bro, I'm glad, dog, that I've had the opportunity to like understand it because most don't even understand, bro. Right. A regular consumer listener, they have no idea what radio is. Most artists, bro, don't really know how radio works.
And most artists think that like if someone plays you one time on like a Sunday night at like 11 p.m., it's like going to change their career. And it's like, dude, like that's not how this shit works anymore. Now, maybe, 15 years ago, 10 years ago, radio had a lot more. I would say 15 years ago, radio had a lot more ability to break an artist. But now we're the last step in that development.
Yeah. I like how you said that last step though, because I think people need to hear that. Artists need to hear that, bro. Like
it's the last step to worry about. Yeah.
Like because fans, bro, like the first thing they do is go, man, bro, like your music is so much better than what's on the radio. Like you don't realize, dog, it's not what you think.
It's not. And you'll know if it's time to go to the radio. Because if your shit is that hot, organically, you'll probably start getting some love locally.
Got you.
And that's because you're going to force, and then you're like, okay, well maybe we need to explore this. But even then, your ROI as an independent artist on a radio promotional run, it's just not there, dude. Look, at the end of the day, 1 million streams is $3,800 and some change, man. And if you're not using your music as the vessel to monetize everything else outside of what is uploaded to DistroKid or Empire or whatever, then you're fucked. Because it can't just be or unless you're a high catalog artist, Yeah. But it can't just be, I put an album out and then I'm hoping that lightning strikes and it goes crazy.
No, I mean, if there's any advice, bro, to people out there that are, just starting out music, even been in the game for a few years, still trying to learn the business, like, you're building a brand, bro. If you can build...
then you can monetize the brand.
If you can build a brand and businesses around your name, then the music is it's the driving vessel, because when you're hot and when you're...
No, for sure.
You're still doing the... it's like...
It's the vehicle.
But you gotta... Your hands gotta be in different...
You got to start businesses. You got to go on, do shows. You got to, it's got to be the vessel to everything else.
Exactly.
And like, you might win the lottery and catch a real hit. And then that's good too.
That's amazing.
So your EP with LB and Steels is out. And then you have, you say the new record with Rowdy Rack's coming out 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You got the date?
We're just trying to shoot the video for that first. Because I've done that, bro, multiple times where you drop the record, we're going to do the video, then the video don't happen for 3-4 months, then now it's over.
Then it's over, yeah.
You got to have the assets in your hand nowadays, dog, because the attention span is so just quick, you know?
And then the album's coming soon after.
Yeah, I'm just doing. Once you hear the first single to whatever project, the project will drop in 4 weeks after that.
And then the podcast is on Thursdays.
No Lames podcast, G Money, Rocky.
That G Money guy's hilarious.
He's a fool, dog.
That fool is.
He's got a stand up coming up. He's gonna open up for George Perez. We're also locking in the date for another sold out Laugh Factory show.
Yeah, you guys did that as a podcast.
Yeah,
right?
we did 3 shows sold out. Kind of did something that no one's done, bro. Comedy, podcast, and music, and I always perform the set after.
I think it's cool too because you guys really have your fucking area on lock, bro. Like your community supports the fuck out of y'all for real over there.
I'm actually opening up a new business with my wife on the same street of Laugh Factory in downtown Covina called the Self Care Lounge. And it's a med spa. We're going to be doing medical weight loss. We're going to be doing IV drips. We're going to be doing body contouring, lashing. I mean, we're doing it all there, bro. I've been working on it for the last 6 months. Construction got done this week, and we're going to start cosmetic next week, and we should be open like second week of September, bro.
Congrats, dude. That's what you got to do. Hey, by the way, that street was kind of lit. I went there to see Concrete the night after I think we did the pod. I didn't realize like it was such a big biker area.
They put a lot of money into it.
No,
bro.
because like you go to the bars and there's like signs that say no biker.
Oh, no colors, yeah.
And I was like, oh shit! I didn't realize it was so lit over here with the biker culture.
It's pretty lit, bro. Covina's lit because it's the only city in the SGV that really has no solidified hood. So Covina has no hood.
That's where people go to.
West Covina does.
Right.
Puente, Bassett, Azusa. Everyone goes
there
middle,
to go to the bar to go eat.
and then the problems happen.
That makes
because
sense.
there's no one that's like, hey,
this is our shit. It's off limits.
It's kind of open.
That makes sense.
So growing up in that area, I've always navigated through those situations, dog. You know, like I tattoo and know people from every hood in the SGV. Like Covina, it's just been my city, dog, and I've been able to just navigate and, you know, play both sides of the fence.
And you're from Covina as, like, that's your city.
That's Covina, born and raised.
That's amazing, man. Well, look, new music on the way.
Yeah, new music on the way.
If you need a tattoo,
you know.
I might need to get tatted from you, man. All my tattoos are under my shirt. I need to get my back finished.
That's the real way to start, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, tats, music, you know, new businesses. We're just trying to elevate, bro. That's all I'm trying to do, man. Stay healthy, elevate, live a good life, pay some bills, have a little fun, bro. And that's what
you're doing a good job, buddy.
Thank you, bro.
I appreciate you pulling up, man. I look forward to the new music, and I look forward to the 5 albums coming.
Whoo, one's already, so we got 4.
4 more left.
Yeah.
There it is. My guy, High Tone, Bootleg Podcast. Boom!